Hi there. Just give me one sec. Every day I just shared my screen and end of the day it's not always shared. Yeah. So, okay. Tuesday we don't have any news, but 9 p.m. like night 9 p.m. President Trump speaks. That doesn't matter for us. Okay. So back to NQ. Give me one sec. NQ. I wanna go to daily chat and just wanna see something. What's going on? It's 9:30. It's okay. I'll go. No need to worry about anything. So what I'm seeing in daily time frame, it's going up, consolidation for a bit, drop down. Could be in potential SMT, feedback. Okay, technically PSD low, PSD high. This month PSD low and high, PSD high, PSD high, PSD low. Okay. And it's dumping, pull back to the 50% level, drops down. So fair value gap holding, selling off, all good. Yeah. So you can clearly see that inversion parallel gap holding. So we can expect the draw should be high time frame is this, then this. This is our external draws, right? Yeah. So we can be bearish. So each and every fair value gap inversion, everything has been holding so far. So I like to see what's going to happen here. If it's break and displace, I can expect this, and this is should be my target. Very simple and straightforward. Nothing to complain about. Yeah. Market opens, drops down, Sunday drops down, head back higher, low, sweep the high, holding inside this gap for 10 minutes. Change the shutter ability, nice displacement, sweep the low line. I think Friday push right. Sweep this low, trade back higher. Further means trade back higher into the equilibrium level. S&P, I guess. Then it goes up. Hmm. Makes some sense to me. What about 15 minutes? What's going on in 15 minutes? Yep, parallel gap, sweep, change the state, inversion, pull back, drop all the way down to this, Asian low, previous day low, swept. So this is a major liquidity, right? This one, so break, taken, straight line. So you can clearly see that sweep, rebalance, sweep, rebalance, boom, SMT, I think. This one is the SMT. Boom, rebalance. Now it's trade back higher, still holding the price. Here we got the inversion. I don't know whether the SMT or not. Print equal lows, inverted this gap. Got it. So drop down, inverted this gap. I ran through. Again, it's get ran through. So most of the time, this kind of thing holds the price pushing higher. That's what exactly happened. Accumulation, low, sweep, one more time. Bloody hell. For the whole previous day range, we are like this is a breaker, right? Yeah, breaker. So high, low, sweep, print a low. One more time, fail to take the high and break this low. So obviously you can expect lower prices. It's we still started playing out to the lower side, downside. So for the range we are at equilibrium level. Sweep, drops down. Because you can carry C drops. Take it high, 1 bit right. Inversion, no. Kabal, they don't take this liquidity at what I 7 o'clock. Versus this liquidity has been taken, what happen next? Straight line, take this liquidity. Change the straight up delivery. Validate, guiding for its holding. You can tap with just upper the leg split and place to go higher. Till this might go all the way up to this point. Sleep, change state, inversion. Mm. Stop. Hmm. This thing had no clue, brother. I don't know what's going on so far. When it drops down, take this slow. Didn't take any sort of lows here. And start reverse its direction. And was just the first candle, right? Not even a second candle. 9:30 to 9:45 candle, brother. So 9:30 opens, drops down, again trade backs higher. Hey, don't think about anything. The first 15 minutes, you don't have any choice. You don't have any other options to enter. But wait. You have to be patient enough to wait and see what's going on. Go to 15 minutes and see what's the draw on liquidity so far. From high time frame, every bearish parallel following the price. You are the industry, boom, again what? Holding, sweep, inversion, change the state, boom, sweep, pull back. So for the bearish leg, we are pulling back and forth here and there. For the whole range, I don't think it's gonna be, there is nothing here. But the first inversion is right there. Okay. So it's kind of going up, drops down on one time, got it, sweep the high, first leg, boom, fail to take the high, inside inversion. It gives some change in the state, but there is no follow through, right? Gives some change in the state ability, but there is no fair value follow through, nothing. Just market open, manipulating lower, it's close higher, 9:30 to 9:45. Let's see what's going to happen at 9:45 to 10 o'clock. Just sweep that highs or drops down or just keep on continuing higher. I don't exactly know. I have to wait. I don't know one thing. Like I do understand one thing, brother. The profits are the industries just played, just survived, just not survived, just surviving, just because of our fear. Because we are scared of the results. We are showing emotions when it comes to passing, payouts, and everything. They take advantage over you. That is where they caught you. That is how they take advantage over you. That's truth. If you don't have any emotion, if you just trade like trade like bro, I have the model, and profits are not my own capital. So I have the model. So let me go full put. Well, as soon as I get my model, crystal clear A plus model, I go with $1,000 risk. And majority of time it won't. the probability of the trade will work. So I all I need is 1 to 1.5. Just bet it. Just bet it. That's it. In this model, I can bet. Just bet it. If we get 1 to 1.5, all right. Two trades, you pass that one. Then don't stop. And even if you get live account, just try to take some clean entries with good risk, like 600, $700. Try to take 2, 3 winning trades. Clean execution, break even the trade, just let it run. Try to build that initial capital, like $2,000, $3,000 capital, then start making the money. That's the optimal way of doing it. Until then, don't show any emotions. What's wrong with that? I mean, just visualize the worst case scenario. What is the worst case scenario? You might lose the one. Go and buy another one. You have the skill now. You have the skill now. You don't have that emotional control and you don't have that kind of patience. Why you don't have the patience? Because it's attached to the money, right? The money element, right? So that's why I kind of act a bit different. But the thing is, how they operating you, bro. They put some rules and regulations and they literally operating you with the help of your fear and your emotions. Try to be emotionless. Try to be like fearless. Don't care about like this is the model that I developed so far. I have strong knowledge over it. At the same time, I will buy 2, 3 accounts and I will not execute uh, like I will not copy paste the 3 accounts. I will execute one by one. Just I take one account and go aggressive like $1,000. Go aggressive. If it blow, just take another one. Just take another one. If you passed one, that's all right. If you passed one and go for a payout, even if you make 200, 200, I I take that money back, right? That's the game, brother. That's how you need to plan. Risk reward. How much you gonna invest? How much you gonna make? So what's happened right there? What is 15 minutes? So 15 minutes drops down. Take this liquidity. Fail to take this. From this perspective, like break, boom, turn sweep, break. So if you are bullish, what is gonna be? Seems like we are bullish. Just drops down. Dropping all the way down, take this low, take this low. You expect these lows to take, but it's reverse its direction completely. Go back and take that highs. So it could be we are at the 75 DRT, if I'm not wrong. Mhm. Yep, we are at exactly 75 DRT. And if this guy is the manipulation, I can expect this is a draw. But if it's a real candle, if this sweep, so if this break, in fact, if this inversion, this break, this intra liquidity valid, this is the draw. This and this will be the draw for sure. You need to be bullish. But right now, I'm just waiting to see what's going on. Okay. So it's created a 5 minutes gap. What happened here? Take that level, break that level, created a 5 minutes gap. So I just want to mark that 5 minutes. At the same time, I want to go to 1 minute and see what's going on here. Don't predict an entry. Don't keep on looking for entries. Just read what's going on. Don't predict. Don't predict. Don't do anything. Just react. Just be patient. Understand the draw on liquidity. That matters more than anything else. So inversion change the state interval sweep. Draw really going to be this, and this. The low resistance liquidity run, or the price will come and take these lows. Is there any point for the price to come and take these lows? For this whole range, we are at Sanify DRT. So for this range, we are at, this is where we got the 50 percentage. I just marked out the 15 minutes, like 5 minutes gap. Market open, drops lower, take this low, and break above this high. I just marked out this 5 minutes. If it's get any sort of market buy model, we can target this. We can target this as our liquidity. We can be bullish. So I just want to see one thing, whether the ES take this lows or not. If it takes that low, we can be super we can be super bullish because it's a chain SMT, right? Yeah, that's what I want to see, brother. It's an SMT. Now we can target this. If this hold the price. Market open drops lower, sweep that low, trade above the highs. Yep. Then say the 5 value gap. Let me see what's going to happen. So it's a clean SMT. So far it's print an SMT. Yep. So you should mark that for sure. So he has ended up taking all these lows. He has done all these lows and cannot. And it's give a change the state of value with this 5 value gap. So if say this I can be bullish and target higher prices, that could be the optimal thing I could do. This on 5 value gap, this on 5 value gap. I need to be very careful with what I'm doing. So I'm just waiting and seeing what's going on inside this 5 minutes gap. That's my most important thing. So could be this, or could be this. So I think will work. I don't know what's gonna work, which gonna work. So I'm just waiting to see what's going on here. But overall, we are at 75 DRT. If the whole candle, if the whole 15 minutes is just a manipulation, then the draw should be this. Then the draw should be this. The whole 15 minutes is just a manipulation, then the draw should be this. We don't know exactly. So far, for this range, it's pulling back to 50%, leave all the liquidity open. But he is never taking that. It's an SMT. If it is valid, if the value gap is valid, we should expect the higher prices, targeting higher prices. So you need to be patient. So basically, they are operating like that, brother. They are operating in a way like if you're if you're a scaring person, always kind of showing emotions, you are going to be that kind of guy is very much needed for performance. They are looking for that kind of guys who's emotional, who is like you cannot be emotional in the game. You don't put your money on the line. It's still a simulated environment. You're just going to crack that. Okay, fine. This is the challenge. So I bought two, three accounts, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna copy it all those accounts. If I want to copy it, I need to be patient, and I'm not going to be aggressive, right? So if I'm going to be aggressive, I don't want to be like patient. I just want to pass anyone, right? I just want to pass anyone. So all I need to do is just focus on executing what I confident with, very confident with. And this is it. I like, "Oh, this is very obvious. You can enter. So just enter with $1,000. That's it. Two trades. If you lost, the account is gone. Let it build some structure, brother. Still, you don't know whether it is 930 manipulation or what. Yep. Hit all the highs and we got these inversions. The problem is we don't know. This is the manipulation leg, 930 manipulation leg, or it is just a sweep and real move and it's going to go up. We don't know. That's why you need to be patient. We have a lot of fair value ups here, so there is no point for me to go for sell unless and until it gets flipped. If these guys get flipped, then I'm okay, I'm good. Okay. But until then, no. Don't keep on look for entries. Try to avoid entries. Try to be like, the 15 minutes gap already is formatted, already got inverted. It's holding out of this gap. Let me see. So we got this clean inversion. The only thing is this. That's the problem, brother. It's under confusion, right? Honestly, it's under confusion. So so technically after this, after taking all these highs, the next 15 minutes candle genuinely inverted this and it start holding this. But the only thing is I how can I know? How can I sure about there is a manipulation or there is the real move? I don't know, right? So I cannot simply enter my entry based on this inversion, like okay, it's clearly holding, so I entered here, put the stop at this high on targeting this quadrant. That is not how it works, brother. It seems like goes up. It's purely first leg, right? It's purely first leg. So I cannot trust this. If the price goes up and sweep and then it gives some inversion, then it gives some market model, then I will okay, let me try that with displacement. But this is just goes up, pull back. So for this range, it's kind of giving some pullback. You should understand that. For this range, it's giving some pullback. So don't try to caught up in this kind of moves. Try to be patient, try to be like, okay, try to wait for the market to make some sense for you. Otherwise, don't enter. Like currently, I have some doubt. Like this is a 939 manipulation, or this is the real one. It's fit an SMT. It's already take all the slows, so there is no point for the price to come back if the SMT is valid. And we are inside the 5 minutes parallel here, so we are just print the first leg to go all the way up, and it's pulling back. So we don't know how it's going to work. It's going to continue back higher. It's going to drop down and take these lows. We don't know, right? So you just need to wait. Now we got this inversion. We had holding. We entered here. Stop at the high. Next parallel gap. That is also inverter means 10 o'clock. The thing is, though, I always I like to enter here like this. Pull back, boom. Here I want to enter. Take this low, pull back. So whether it's sweep or if it is an SMT, that's the place where I want to enter. That's how it plays. Every time that is the only thing which played really good. So rather than entering here, you have to enter here. SMT. Rebalance the atom while gap drops down. Why it's not swap because it's an SMT. So if you plan some sort of entry here, this is the first target. That's worked really good. That's what I'm thinking every single time. So inside the 5 minutes, we are at the second quadrant. We are at the second quadrant. We are holding inside the fair value gap. Let me see what will happen further. So only thing which I don't like to enter here because it's just a break of structure and it's just a pullback. So for this whole range, the 15 minutes 9:30 to 9:45 expansion, let's pull back to that 50% level. Also, we are still inside the 15 5 minutes gap. We are still inside the 3 minutes gap. So if it's hold the price, obviously this and this would be the target. At least this would be the target. If it inverted, most probably it will goes all the way down. So let me see. I don't have any interest here. Even if I enter here, I would break on the trade. Capstone, we got that in motion, we got that holding. So for this range, we pull back. What happened here? One, two, three, inversion, patience. We have to be patient, patient, patient. But we have to wait for the structure to build. Okay, try to be patient, calm, relax, chill, all good. Because whatever I'm looking for in ES, it's the same in NQ. There is no difference. The only difference is my mind. My mind tricks me. Like this is E and Q. Its movement is for no, nothing is possible. Both are having the same similar fucking moves. But in ES, I'm wait for the proper structure. But in NQ, I'm not wait for the proper structure because my psychology, my psyche is screwed up. I was like, bro, this is NQ. You should act fast. You should take fast. No, you don't need to. So just wait for the proper model to present. But still, it has like pushed back, dropped down to the 50 percentage. We are holding out of this five valley gap. Got it. Take all the way up. Take that highs. So we got this inversion, and as soon as we get this reaction, we entered here, put the stop at this side, and as soon as we get the nuts down, we entered here. It's already break on here. Don't think too much, brother. If you're entry, it should be obvious. If you're looking for your entry, it should be obvious. So don't think too much. Don't think too much. Even if you miss this move, study like, see this. You consider it you missed this move, right? You consider you missed this move. What about this? Under liquidity, you get to change the state. Good move. Then tell it out this. Kind of low resistance liquidity run drops down. SMT we is like inversion drops down. We here get here and put the stop with the high. It's worked really good till this point. After that, it's after taking this high instead this value what happened. High, low, like, will to take instead it break the low, pull back, boom, sorry, structure shift, pull back, drop all the way down to this point. So what do you want, brother? Every move, lot of entries, man. You have to wait. So the market is not clear, you don't want to enter. That's the goal. That's the game plan. That's everything with it. So we are still inside that 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So technically we don't have anything to do. So yeah, it goes up, drops down. We are still inside the fair value gap, inside the 50% level. 3 minutes, beautifully holding so far. Nice hold. If you see in 5 minutes, yep. So we are pulled back to the 50% level. We will change the set ability. We inverting this value here. Sounds good. Sounds good. Pull back. Yeah. Why it's letting is finding here. Take off your hands and wait. You're not allowed to wait. Allowed to keep on looking for. Oh, this is ending. So this is ending. No. No. So that is ending. No. That's not how it's gonna work. It's almost to rebalance the 5 minutes. Now it drops down. Let me see what's going to happen next. Got it. Relaxed, calm, chill. Let the market give some structure. Yeah. Yep. Just see that. Yeah. Still, I don't find any kind of market. Trade up, drops down. We are inside the we reach the equilibrium level, and we are reacting out of the 5 minutes fair value again. And you can clearly see that we just reacting off of the fair value gap, which formed in 5 minutes. Drops down, holding, we're just reacting off of this. If it drops down, sweep the low. I don't know it's going to sweep or not, but let me see. 15 minutes, yes. Doing the kind of doing something here. Look. 3 minutes. Mhm. What's the point system? Even on con market. What is thought of this level? Manufacturing potential compound ratings. First entry has been activated, expecting that to flip, but it's not actually flipped. It's still not flipped yet. So let me see. It's starting out, it's starting again. And you can try one more trade. And that's also failure. And yeah, good. So for me, if it works, this will be my breaking point. Let me see how it's gonna flip or what. Yeah, it's almost got flipped, right? It's almost got flipped. No, my treatment was another application. Whatever you're trading, 36 points. What you're trading. You know what treatment was another application. You know, it's literally like, what the fuck I'm doing, you know. We generally noted the gap, so we are entering that motion and putting stop at that motion at a low and expecting that high to take. That's what we are planning. Hmm. Generally stalled me out. So I can enter only one more trade brother. That's it. So what happened? We are playing out. So what mistake I made? What kind of entry it is? Why it's not worked? How it's gonna work? I don't know. But the thing is, I have to journal this entry. This I entered this entry. Right? I put the execution. I put the stop and I managed the stop and I was like, fuck, I get stopped though. What the fuck? Right? So you need to be careful, right? You need to be careful with that. It's not taken it. So you need to be careful with that. You're not allowed to be like, so what happened? I don't know. Why I entered it? Did he ever enter a trade here? This is the trend, right? This is the trend. Did he ever enter a trade here in your GBP model? No, because here you have some urge. I genuinely feel some urge inside. Uh, I keep on constantly thinking inside my head like, here we got that emotion. So you can clearly see that, right? We got this inversion and you can identify its holding. So this should be the entry. This should be the entry. This should be the entry. So I'm waiting. I'm not entered here. I'm not entered here. I'm just waiting. Here I thought it's a flip, but it's not actually flip. So here it's flip. So I enter. Stop at this. The one targeting this and this. Stop it now. Okay. Sounds fair enough. One contract stopped me up. Why's the key, brother? Yeah, I need to journal, right? I need to journal this. And because I genuinely know I'm not executing trades based on how I execute usually. Here I feel like little bit like nervousness always. Like I don't know, which is like I don't know exactly what I'm doing, which means maybe this is time. I always like find to choose the best answer. Like this is the right answer, or this A is the right, or B is the right, C is the right. Which option is the right answer? Like that. I was like, what should I do? Okay, We are pulled back to the 50% level. We are give some inversion here, so can I enter here at the top below? Did you usually try this kind of countries? No, I never tried this kind of countries because I clearly know there's nothing, there's no entry model format. There is no entry model format, but unfortunately, it's flipped this and this. Both guys has been flipped. So unfortunately, both guys has been flipped, planted to the stop at this spot. We got short right there. Hmm. Get up, pull back, boom, still holding, drops down. Let me see. Let me see. It's empty. So I was like here in NAS that I keep on trying each and every trade, each and every inversion, each and everything. I'm not selective. I'm not patient enough to wait for the proper because while I'm trading years, I was patient. I was not executing some random trades. I was not. If you go to years, there's nothing for me to enter, right? There's nothing for me to enter. Still it's holding. There's nothing for me. There's no structure. There's nothing for me to go for an entry. I'm just waiting. Like okay, fine. It goes up, drop like it goes up, drops down to the 50 percentage, and it's kind of trading inside the range. Let me see some clear picture. Let me see some clear picture. Then I can go for buy or sell. Until then, I don't know entry. There's no entry for me here. But I got some entry here. I think that's a mistake, brother. So all you can say is it's we got this standing motion and we got the fair value up and it's holding. So that's the mistake, brother. Thank you. Because அது வேற மோட்ல இருந்து நான் ரைட் பண்றேன். கிளீனா தெரியுது. என்கியூவை நான் வந்து ஒரு ப்ராப்பரா நான் ட்ரேட் பண்ற மாதிரி நான் ட்ரேட் பண்ண கிடையாது. அதனால எனக்கு ரிசல்ட்டே கிடைக்கல. ஒன் பியூ ஒன் failed, lost, I don't know, probably $65. Because it's 36 pip, it's 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, probably $70, 70, $75. It's okay. Mm, mm, okay. Exhibition. Exhibition wise, awkward. Awkward execution. Emotion wise, FOMO plus choose the best one. MCQ mode. Choose with it. FOMO plus MCQ mode, which means not selective to see like which one I'm going to target, which is going to be good for me. Again, we give the inversion 1, 2, 3. If it's break, so low, high, low, high, low, 50% level, inversion, pullback. Again, it's given inversion. If it break this high, you can enter, put the stop at this low and expect the price to go higher right now. Sweet. So we enter one more Curve should be at this inversion candle. We are expecting the price to go to this high, correct? Falling forward, does it 64 points, right? Dance is very simple, bro. It drops down, pull back, okay. 50% level, sorry, 50% level, second quarter, prior value. For the whole range, we are at the 50% level, we got this inversions. So I entered here. But I didn't put the stop here, I put the stop here. I got stopped over. And again it gives the inversion, again it gives the inversion, and it's also sweep that. What happened? Again it gives the inversion, I wait for the third candle to sweep. As soon as it gets swept, I enter here. I change the shadow delivery and I put my stop at the swing low. And if it's break this zone, I will go break it, right? Mhm. Yeah, inversion drops, alternative inversion, speed this high, calculator this gaps, this interval gaps. So let me see. ஐயோ கேட்கறது இந்த மாதிரி ட்ரேட் பண்ண உனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கா? Do you like the way you trade? Are you just trading it just because? That's what I'm saying. Do you like the way you trade, or it's you don't like it? That's a genuine question. I just need a genuine answer. Because you don't need to waste your time, brother. Because I don't like you to wasting your time. So we are at breaking and we are growing around 24 points. I think my start feeling this. A lot of information as a whole. I don't know where I put those fellas. That fella is very important in anything else. Limit cell. Because I bought the market, so I sell the limit target. Let it hit the target, brother. You go green. So two execution basically. So first execution is supposed to be here, and I expect this is the break-in point, and I expect the target should be this. And I was like, so I was like, so the whole was just to rebalance the fair value gap. This is the real. This is the real. For the whole day we're at 75 DRT. Let me see what's going to happen next. It seems like we are super bullish, brother. Market open, drops lower, we print an S&T, give the change the shadow to the rates, pull back to the 50% level, pull back to the 50% level, and we got one and two inversions, and it's pulled back, two inversions, which is basically rebalanced to the 5 minutes gap. Got it? Let's pull back to that 50% level. Now it's due to the inversion. So as soon as space sweep the high I entered here, stop was there, and break-in point was there. So it hit my I just closed my whole position at break even. So technically I would target this. Technically I would target this and this for the day if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Technically my target would be the previous day high and this size. That would be my targets for now. We are super bullish. Yeah, we are super bullish, brother. Buddy. Actually a good trade. Actually a good trade actually. Yeah. Good execution, good stop, good break even, but I closed the full position. Uh, yeah, I just closed the full position. Just heading towards the previous day high, and next previous day high. This is how I need to trade a lot. Well, bro, this is something you have to focus on. Like, we are inside the five value here. Okay, how you need to place the trade. So, do you want to place the trade here with this inversion? 20%, you got this inversion entered. That's one place. I'll wait for this inversion. One, two, three. This inversion, this sweep, it's already just bit near to the target. You don't want it, right? The price drops down. You got this inversion, but price drop down. Like, you can clearly see that. This is how change the shadow level. Low, high, low inversion. This is the first break of structure and pull back to that level. And we got this inversion. So it's rebalanced to the 5 minutes at the higher temperature 5 hour gap. It rebalanced to the gap, drops down, and we give this inversion. That's important. And this give this inversion. Got it? And that inversion trade all the way up to this level. It's break this level. And there is nothing for me to afraid about this. After this, if it's feed this level, I will close it. If it gives some inversion here, I will close it. It's kind of break and keep on going higher. So we can expect the draw should be the previous day high, at least for now. I want to ask one question here. Do you like it? Do you really like this? Which means the price action, which what you're doing, like entering and exit, scalping. Genuinely, you did some scalping. Do you like it? Are you just doing it? Just give me some genuine answer. What about how to happen in movies? Same thing. SMT, pull back to the 50% level. And what do you got? Same thing, nothing else, right? Nothing else. It's not something obvious. Not not obvious level. 50% level. There is an inversion, but it's very clear in yes. Thank you. Here it didn't flip that. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Not so far, but pretty much. So it dropped down to this level. Do I get any, any kind of anything model here? No. But in ENQ, I get a clean emotion. So it's rebalanced to this spot, drops down, hold the breaker, we got this emotion. So we enter, we go break one here. So it's very clean in NQ, brother, to be honest. Okay, break, drops down 50%. Value gap, 50% is already entered. It's double is low. Clearly see that right? Drops down to the fair value gap and rebalances this gap, drops down. I can clearly see that taking some support here. And when I move to 1 minute, it not only takes support but also gives an inversion model. So as soon as we get this inversion, we enter. So as soon as we get this inversion, we entered here to the stop of this low and expecting this would be the top. As soon as price reach this spot, we go break it. So the thing is, it's two trades, one loss, one win. Today I made $32. First trade, I lost 71, second trade, 100. Oh, fuck. Beautiful trade, bro. Yeah. So this is the scenario there. So you got to change the trade with high time probably how are you going to engage? That's the question. We had a good displacement, pull back to the 50% level to we are holding this 5 gap and we got this in motion. So this is where you can enter with the stop at this low. That's good. Or you just want to see this to flip. If you want to see this to flip or this to sweep, it's already get near to the target. You cannot enter, but I entered here. That's one mistake. Then what happened? Then drops down. Then what happened? Then drops down. So if you see some from this perspective, this is the last down close candle that break the high. Like this is a change of state ability. It drops down. We got this inversion as we got this change of state ability. And give some pullback to this level, and we got this inversion. That's more than enough for me to go for buy and targeting this liquidity and put stop at this one. That's worked really good. That's worked really good. Asset entry, asset entry here, and I put my stop loss here, and I hold till this point. Nice and good. So you have to execution. You have to focus on mastering the execution in asset better. There is no point using one contract. You have to master it. You have to master it. That it will it because bro, if the numbers are tempting me, it's not. It's won't because I trade GBP. I risking $1,000. I risking $500. I risking $500. My risk is $500. I don't care about losing $500. I will never show emotional. I was like, I'm good. I will make it back, and I did that. But here it's like, fuck, what's going on? I'm not even able to lose $100. I'm not able to willing to lose $100. It kind of make me feel like, fuck, I lost too much. 25 value gaps, yeah, break, 5 value gaps, beautiful gap here, 15 minutes. Okay, and it will easily take this size, will easily take this size, and this case, so the market is going to go bullish. You got the change, you got the clean change, the state pullback with put expansion. Easy the one and two should be the two. After this, you have to look what's going. This creates some bullish fair value gaps. Yeah, so good so far. So for this swing, does it make any sense if we hold it, if we wait it for this one, no, 5 minutes? I don't think so, brother. Could be this level here. It's a beautiful entry, brother. Beautiful catch. I'm not scared. I'm just entered here. As per my friend wish, like 1, 2, 3, as soon as it's swept, I entered here to the stop at the low and I go and I wanna go break even here, but I was like, just close the position, close the position. Like I just set my limit order here and let's close it. The screw reward ratio basis, it's an awkward trade. We have the stop loss was here and I was and I close the position. Yeah, from the risk reward ratio, it's awkward, but it's give at least 1:1, 1:1, 1:2, 1:1.43. Yeah, give some decent risk reward, brother. Give some decent risk reward. So what if I ended here? Pull back. We got this. What happened? Holding. Drops down. We got this inversion with the MST. So again pull back. This can be enter. The stop would be at this lead. And I've got it in this. Minus 1.5. Break partials. Break even. 1:3. 1:4. 1:5. 1:2.5. That's good. Hmm. So try to master it, brother. Try to master it. Two executions, one win, one loss. FOMO, MCQ mode. Second, B1, win, loss, recovered. Loss recovered plus 35 USD. Clean execution plus proper stop loss. Risk reward ratio corporate. Clean execution, proper stop loss, risk reward ratio corporate. So in the scenario on category you drop loan SMT boom 50%. We got this inversion, we got this inversion. So pull back. So இது இன்வெஸ்ட் ஆச்சு இது இன்வெஸ்ட் ஆச்சு நீங்க எந்த எடுத்துட்டு இங்கே போட்டேன் ஸ்டாப் அடிச்சிச்சு உள்ள வந்து உள்ள வந்துட்டு திருப்பி இந்த இன்வெஸ்ட் எடுக்கிறது திருப்பி பை பண்ணிடுச்சு சில ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடுச்சு பிரேக் இன் பாயிண்ட் பாயிண்ட் ஆகிட்டு பிரேக் இன் பாயிண்ட் இந்த இடத்துல வந்தா பிரேக் பண்ணி பாயிண்ட் ஆகிட்டு So if I'm holding till the final target, what's my risk over here? Stop loss was here. It's basically 67 points below. Fucking hell. My target would be like only 1.8. I'm just targeting this. Let me put 1:2. My target is 1:2. So at this point, I would most probably break in my trade. At this point, I would. At this point, I would most probably break even the trade, right? Does it a clear move, brother? No, it's not clear move. I cannot catch this move, right? Any chance? So we are sweep the slow, sweep the change the state, we pull back to the barrier, makes sure nice aspect. And we are like genuinely like moved to this level. You can clearly see that the parallel here hold, now it reversed. So it most probably should not come slower to this point. Because it goes up, this holding goes up to this level, holding its inverse best break. So it should hold. There's no point for the play to come back here. It's break, get to the family gap. Yeah, good there, but 50% level. As soon as we got like in this, I like to see one, two, three. I like to see this inversion plus this sweep so I can enter. So did we do that? No inversion, but there is no sweep of this high. No, now we got it. Got it. Now we sweep the high plus that inversion. So now we give that inversion plus this sweep. If we entered here, so this top have this one. Worked really good. Really good. Hmm. Really good. So if you can clearly see for this swing, this is the first high got broke and displaced. And price dropped down towards this initial inversion spot and we give this image. So we enter, use the protocol, try to one and two. So please break this side. Generally good break. And we have to see whether it's sweep or break. It break and displaced. So the high has been break and displaced. So obviously we can expect the price to go higher. It's easy for the price to take the target for number. Two entries, first entries was here. Second entries was here. Same entry, technically same entry. Amamulish data. Two entries at a time. Clean day. One entry loss, one entry win. Unless or until I close பண்ண மாதிரி வரையும் அதை என்ன டேக் ப்ராஃபிட் அடிச்சிருச்சு. So SMT அது ரொம்ப முக்கியம். ஏன்னா கீழே வந்து இந்த லிக்விட் எடுக்காம போயிடுச்சுன்னு சொல்லி நான் செல் பண்றதுக்கு ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க கூடாது. ஏன்னா அது ஆல்ரெடி இந்த லோ எடுத்தாச்சு. It's an SMT. ஸோ இந்த லோ எடுக்கிறது எனக்கு சான்சஸ் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக இட்ஸ் SMT இஎஸ் எடுத்துச்சு. Second thing, we are at M5 FEG. We are at M5 FEG. So we are inside M5 FEG. So for the whole range is 80 level. M5 FEG, second quadrant aligned with this fair value gap. with 50% level. What we got one and two got inversed. It drops down, holding this breaker like the breaker, like this is what we got the break like change the state. Low, high, low. This is where you get the change the state. Pull back to that initial inversion spot and to the breaker. We got this inversion. We got the clean inversion at this. Inversion is continuation. So I was like, as soon as it gets swept here, I entered to stop at the slope, and here I go break even, and here this is my target. So as soon as price uh, goes up here, I was like, okay, I'm ready to increase the execution, clean day clean, nothing much. 1047. I'm pretty much still to it. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி சினாரியோ வந்தா நான் எப்படி ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவேன்? என்ன மாதிரி ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவோம்? இங்க என்ன மாதிரியான விஷயம் நடந்தது? ஏன்னா நான் இங்க பண்ணது தப்பு கிடையாது ஆக்சுவலா. ஆக்சுவலா இந்த என்ட்ரி எடுக்காம வெயிட் பண்ணி இந்த பிரேக் ப்ளஸ் இந்த எலிமிஷன் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். பட் அதுக்கு ஸ்டாப் லாஸ் எங்க போட்டீங்கன்னா இந்த இடத்துல போட்டுங்க. கொஞ்சம் மூவ் பண்ணி இந்த இடத்துல போட்டுங்க. ஸோ அது ரெண்டு விஷயம் தான் பண்ணியிருந்தேன். ஸோ ஏன் இதுக்கு நான் ஸ்டாப் லாஸ் இங்கே போட முடியாது? இந்த என்ட்ரிக்கு ஏன் ஸ்டாப் லாஸ் இங்கே போட முடியாது? ஏன் நாங்கள் போட முடியாது? 80 points. But first possible target ever 50 points. Plus through a ratio, buddy. It's not optimal way of doing it. This is A plus entry, bro. This is the A plus entry, bro. Innovation, displacement rate, stuff like this here. Break, we are breaking here. On around this level, we can close the position. Panic, ஏன்னா ஏன்னா நான் முடிவு பண்ண பை பண்ண போறேன் inside the 5 minutes. S&P 20 actually changed the state actually favorable rate actually, so it's just the first leg. So you can clearly see that, right? There's nothing for me to go for sell, right? There's nothing for me to go for sell. It's a clean first leg. Got it? So obviously for this range, it's giving some pullback. For this range, it's obviously giving some pullback, probably towards the equilibrium level. So as soon as it reaches the equilibrium level, like for the 5 minutes, it's the second quadrant, which is very important. And we already have this fair value gap in 1 minute that is also important, aligned with the 50% level of the whole swing. Very, very crucial. After what we got two major inversions. So as soon as we got this level, we got this inversion. The last down plus candle hit its break and displaced. This is also got inverted here. So this is where I entered my position. But the thing is, I supposed to put my stop here because the risk reward ratio is very small. And I always like to put the stop loss at the inversion candle low here, but I put it here, giving some breathing room. But what happened here? What mistakes I made? What I didn't notice? Why I didn't notice this? The whole thing is to rebalance the higher time frame fair value. It shows some reaction. It shows some fake reaction. If the market wants to go lower, it should hold the price. It should break this low. It should keep on continuing low. The market wants to go higher, it should inverse this candle and go higher. Because this reaction is just a high time frame reactions. So if you want to see that it drops down, we already got two inversions and we got already this change the state already. You can clearly take this like low, high, low indecision, not indecision. Yeah, high, low. This is orientation there. This is orientation there. It's not take this high, it's not take this low. But instead it's break and displaced. So if you want to see that, this pullback is all the way down to this initial inversion, initial change in state of delivery. Here we got the clean inversion. Got it? That inversion is also at the consequent encroachment level of the 55 minutes value. The price dropped down into the 5 minute. Trade out of the 5 minutes. Trade out of that 5 minutes. Not trade out of the 5 minutes, trade out of the equilibrium level of the whole range. And to that 5 minutes, fair value gap. Some high attention fair value gap. Now it's give some reactions. As you can clearly see how beautifully it's support this level. Drops down, it's failed to sustain here, right? It's failed to sustain here, it's get a lot of inversions. Again drops down, it failed to sustain here, it kind of gives some inversion. It's keep on giving some inversion, which means it's obviously going to take this time. That's how you need to read it, right? After, as soon as it comes to 50% level, it's keep on giving some inversions. Drops down, holding the 50% level, give some inversions. It's obviously it says that I don't want to go lower. I cannot sustain here. I just want to go higher. Buying pressure is pretty high. So I just want to go higher. My draw is this. Yeah, pretty much a good day, bro. Sorry day. Take two entries. Both are with buying approach. One entered pretty good, but this two ratio screwed up. Stop loss, according to the model, stop loss is pretty good. There's no confusion in the stop loss, but I got stopped out initially. That's true. But this is actual entry, real entry, and you take this entry, brother. There is no point of getting confused with this entry. This is a clean entry. If I am not wrong, you should enter here. As soon as we get this inversion, you should enter here. These are all the confidence. Inversion, change the state of delivery, and as soon as it reaches this point, we take some pauses of break unit and holding the trade to this point. And it's start consolidating. So for this swing, what is going to happen? We have to see that. Maybe here price comes down to this spot, to this gap. Let me see. But the point is, இப்பெல்லாம் ட்ரேட் பண்ண முடியாது, அது பிரச்சனை. தைரியமா ட்ரேட் போட்டு பண்ண முடியாது. Yeah. Now we trust this leg, right? We break this level, inverted the 5 minutes, nice displacement. So just plot this. Just don't do anything else. Just plot this. Okay. Okay. So this is our equilibrium level. Does it match with any kind of fair value apps? If I go to 5 minutes, yes, of course, it's connected with this fair value app. Let me see. The price drop down. Is the price drop down to this spot? Give some sort of buy model. We can still go for buy. Okay, 5 minutes. Holy fuck! Holy fuck! What the fuck is this, bro? We are literally created a 15 minutes gap. We can be super bullish inside this range. Let me wait for a sec. Especially with the second quadrant with aligned with this 50% level. Especially with the second quadrant could be you can see that, right? We just see it in 5 minutes. So fine. We are planned to buy the that idea is so clear. We had I was like I was willing to go for sell because the liquidity hasn't been taken, so it might sweep the high and come back. But he has ended up taking that low. That's an important key information. Okay, fine. It's an SMT. We got the break and it's created a fair value. So why don't I go for buy inside the range? Okay, 1, 2, 3 candles, like 15 minutes, it drops down. Beautiful. and we are inside the second quarter exactly at the equilibrium level. You can clearly see the three candle. This created a fair value gap. So what exactly happened here? It's straight up. So some reaction here. That reaction stopped exactly like that reaction stopped exactly at the consequent encroachment level. And the next candle started trade back. Stopped here. Next candle started trade back. And inside this range, we got the fair value which got inverted in 4 minutes. That's our confidence. And let's break this level displaced. It's it's not only break but also displaced, created two inefficiencies. So we can genuinely put those stop loss here and we can expect the draw will be higher, right? Yeah, that's what we are thinking. Because we genuinely think it's going to be the draw on liquidity for now. USD high and this. This two is going to be the if this one and this one. That is our draw on liquidity for today. That's what I'm thinking. This is initial 5 minutes. So that's so all you always place your trade here, brother. After the reaction, after we get the bullish reaction, you have to place a trade because if you enter here, most of the time it will inverted or it gives some reaction like this. That reaction might sweep this low and go back, or else just stop at the something like this, stop at the equilibrium level, something like that. You clearly see one, two, three candle. This is the candle that breaks the high and next drops down. Maybe this candle 50% level or something like that. It's but this low still hold the price right. Goes up, down, again boom. Good. This is a precision which formed inside of a or else if I want to enter this trade, I need to put my stop loss at least here. As soon as we get this inversion, we can move the stop loss to break even point. And here, one, two, three, gap formed, rebalance the gap, drops down, stop here, next candle, give some inversion and some follow through. The inversion doesn't matter if we don't get the follow through. Inversion plus this follow through. So we got inversion plus follow through. So we are just waiting and seeing what's going on. Hmm. I don't get anything there. So far, I don't find anything. I don't want to engage here. I don't want to engage anything. Let's leave this really open. We got a 15 minutes gap here. We got a good displacement. So I'd like to see something. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's dropped down to the 15 minutes. It takes this long. We are displacing. So it's schools of brothers go to pretty extra time. Swear to God, dude, if this just I don't think it'll change. I saw it. How'd everybody do today, though? I mean, if you went long, you're probably really violent at 990. Trying to play this right. I'm not trying to jinx you, Andy.
Because you didn't talk much when you were young. Now you're struggling with distinct conversations at all. So you're really good at thinking. If you're taking whey protein because you think you have to or avoiding it because you are scared it might damage your kidneys or liver, this video is for you. Hello guys, this is Dr. Bhargav Manikam, captain of the World Cup. And today I'm going to talk about whey protein as it is one of the most commonly used and misunderstood supplements. Right? It's used not just by gym goers, but also by working professionals, older adults, and people trying to. That said, despite how popular A protein is, most people are still confused about whether they actually need it, whether it's safe, and how to use it correctly. And unfortunately, a lot of information online either exaggerates its benefits or unnecessarily scares people away from it. So, in this video, I want to clear the confusion in a very simple way how to use it without overdoing it or harming your health. That's the idea. Why does protein intake matters? If you really need whey protein, let's talk about the protein. Protein is made of small units of amino acid which the body uses to build or repair muscles, hormones, enzymes, immune cells, and many other organ structures. There are 20 amino acids in total, and out of these, 9 are essential, meaning your body cannot produce them on its own and you must get them from food. This is why protein intake matters not just for muscle building, but for overall health, immunity, and recovery. Why are you always protein, but out of the 20 amino acids, my body is taking 11 of them already, right? This is good enough. Even in exams, I will not complete the whole market. 11 of 20 is already more than 50%. It is good enough. Right? Your body is like our data. Even if you take 19 amino acids, it will last. Where is it? Right? Is whey protein safe for your kidneys? Whey protein does not damage your kidneys if your kidneys are healthy. Your kidneys filter waste from protein metabolism. When protein intake goes up, filtration increases. This is a normal adaptation, not damage. Multiple studies in healthy adults show us very clearly that even at higher intakes around 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, kidney markers like creatinine and EGFR stay stable. So why does weight get blamed? Because creatinine can rise slightly. Creatinine reflects muscle turnover, not necessarily kidney damage in this situation. Whey protein itself is not harsh. It is a complete protein rich in leucine and digest efficiently. Compared to some heavy meat-based diets, whey often produces less metabolic burden. People with chronic kidney disease, significant protein loss in urine, or reduced kidney reserve, for them, protein targets needs medical guidance. So in general, whey protein is generally safe for many people. And my patient already said, I don't believe you. I got kidney problem only after taking 2 months of protein. I said, it's not possible. He said, I'm absolutely sure. I said, I am peeing 10 times a day. When I drink this, I think absolutely the bottle. It's 40 liters of egg inside. He was clear he was peeing far more than 10 times. The toddy just messed up with this. Are protein powders bad? The best source of protein will always whole foods. If you're a non-vegetarian, foods like eggs, chicken, fish, and processed red meat like pork and lamb should be the go-to option. These are all whole foods which your gut likes. If you're a vegetarian, foods like lentils, beans, tofu, soy, dairy, nuts, and seeds should be the priority. Vegetarian sources don't just provide protein, they also provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients that help your body actually use that protein efficiently. Protein powder is not a replacement of foods. Protein powders, including whey, do not offer all of the benefits provided by foods, which is why they will never replace meats. It should only be used as a supplement when needed. Something I see very often in clinics where people replace food with powders and then wonder why digestion or energy off. And then take a break and give you something virtual weight loss program called Reduce Weight Lifestyle Medicine and make sure that we address not only your diet but also your sleep, stress, movement, and make that a daily habit so that you lose your weight, fix your gut, and you will not ever gain the weight ever again. No supplements, no IV infusions, pure habit building. I really wish all hospitals have this knowledge because what is missing is stability and consistency because knowing what to do is easy, doing it every day is a real challenge. It gives me immense satisfaction as I'm changing the whole family and not a single patient. I can certainly guarantee that you will not find any other high quality program like this. You want to know more? Then check out the link in the description. So when does whey protein actually make sense? The protein requirement of the body has to increase recently by medical 1.2 gram per kilogram per day. I would say a minimum 1 gram per kilogram per day should be targeted. And the best way to consume it is by eating whole foods. The problem is time and the environment. Most of us, including me, do not have the environment to use whole foods all the time to keep this requirement. That's where you use whey protein or any vegan protein powder. Protein powder is like one ounces powder. You use it, you find worse after that. Protein powders can also help the high pay diets and eating jars. Additionally, weight can be helpful. The workouts quickly assets that support muscle memory. Outside of these situations, many people do not have when you don't get enough protein from your food, but need this big, where there is a will, there is a way. Whey protein itself is derived from milk and is considered a complete protein because it contains all essential amino acids. It's especially rich in branched chain acids, particularly which basically stimulating muscle repair and muscle. This is one of the main reasons whey protein is so widely studied and commonly recommended. The biggest problem is hormones of these. So you need to understand what all weight concentrate. So, but to isolate the other percentage that is good, lactose sensitive is costlier. But three is whey protein hydrolysis. It is very digested. Absorb the faster, but it is more expensive and often reserved for medical or special categories. Remember,
I mean,
all as choose the best based on your symptoms. My friends, I would contemplate to be that after drinking the whey protein, I will check first. Say, who should not take whey protein? Whey protein is not for everyone. A milk allergy to avoid it completely. Individuals with kidney disease should only take supplements after consulting a doctor. And for vegans, whey protein is obviously not an option, but you can take whey powder or alternative vegan protein powder. If whey consistently causes discomfort, that is your body giving feedback, and that feedback is really, really critical. Our body gives honest feedback. Us saying, I am fine to
it's
parent
not
for
nothing in my hand, right? We got the feel the high speed. We got that inversion. We enter. Stop at the right, please. We're just waiting for to see some sort of retracement towards. If it break this low and inverted this, we can expect this low to take. If it's not, it's okay.
Protein needs depend on age, activity level, muscle mass, and health status, not just culture or social media trends. Protein is not just for bodybuilders, these are essential building blocks for body. If you do choose to use it,
Yeah, bro. అది కంప్లీట్లీ పంచాలి algorithm putting it at జీవితం అంటే ఇవి కట్టప్ like yeah sorry I work on that do come you don't know we just let it we give some time to play if it's play it's play if it's not it's not so if in let us speak let them break in let them emotion achina we are like technically holding the price to this point so for the whole range to re-equilibrium loading when I'm whole point of the corner chances are correct so what are the little theory so what do you need to do you have to wait and see what's going to happen here. Until then, don't touch anything. If this get inversed, if we get to change the sheet of if we get inversed, we can move the stop loss from this point to this point. That's what you can do, or it could be. You're putting political announcement.
The tension between Ottawa and Washington has reached a boiling point, and this time the clock is ticking.
Change
Canada has
the
delivered a stunning 4 8-hour ultimatum
pretty
to Donald Trump
close
over a
to
massive $900
not yet,
billion trade deal
but pretty
that could
close to
reshape
it. Let me see what's in there. Don't do anything.
begins a slow burning trade disagreement has stakes nations recently. The scale of the deal alone makes the stakes almost unimaginable. $900 billion to chains, energy exports, manufacturing pipelines, and technological partnerships now is in balance. As the countdown begins, the world is watching to see whether this confrontation ends in compromise, retaliation, or something far more destabilizing. Investors woke up to uncertainty. Businesses raced for impact. Analysts began recalculating projections. Because when two of the world's closest economic partners stand on the brink of a trade rupture of this magnitude, the consequences do not stay contained within borders. They ripple outward, touching currencies, commodities, employment forecasts, and political alliances. The question, echoing across financial capitals, is simple. How much am I willing to lose in order to make money? Everything is trainable. It is possible to make it. And that's why I want this paradigm shift in trading, that simple trading exists. Scott Bird is playing though. It's speaking outside on Wall Street from the beginning. Started saying, I brought you everything in food, fashion, finance, and basically people telling their story. What for me, the human element is the most important thing out there in every field that I've done. I've talked to you about tech. I've talked to you about trading. I've talked to you about fashion. I've talked to you about all the wonders of finance. And, the thing that I hold deep to my heart is basically how one person at a time with one other person can actually change and empower each other, change other people's lives. And for me, that's the most thing. The collaboration and the sort of the people talking to each other, one person at a time, trying to change the world and empower other people to be their best self. At the end of the day, it's really not
List of
about
minus
cash price.
number.
That's really not.
Enter displacement lead. Now the fair value actually put this topic a little bit high, 6 points. Not even 20, it's of 15 levels. How much am I willing to lose in order to make money? I don't know, wait, no. Technically, it's still playing out. If it's close below this gap and close below this series of up close candle, we are safe. We are still in the game. Otherwise, we are not. If it's close below and it's close below this low, we will expect that price to reach this spot. That would be the plan. The game plan is very simple, but it's going all the way up. Take the previous day high, and we got a clear inversion. So as soon as price drop, as soon as price straight back into this level, we are entered. But I entered pretty much here, right? So as soon as I entered here, so if you can, you could enter at this level. You can clearly see that we got this inversion, and next candle trade into that inversion fair value gap. So if you set your limit orders here, instead of a candle, it's not a big difference, brother. So for me, I just need to put yes. So you don't need to give me reactions for that. Here I entered. My stop loss is this 20 points. If I were to enter here and I want to put my stop at this size, 20 points means I can put stop loss here, right? I can put my stop loss here. That would be awesome. I still expect the price to drop down, but I don't know when, how it's gonna be. So Next. It's entry model, bro. That's why I entered. Hello. Sultan Latia. Laga. அந்த மண்டபடி எனக்கு. ம். ஆஹஹ. ம். சாப்பிட்டது நல்லா இருக்கு. நீ சாப்பிட்டியா? ஓகே, ஓகே. அப்டியே பாத்தேன். ம். என்ன சாப்பிட்ட? ம். சரி, சரி. வேற என்னத்த அப்புறம்? அ வேலைக்கு போல. இனிமே தான் போணும். இங்க மணி என்ன? மணி இங்க 11 ஆகுது. என்ன பண்ணுவ கும்பா? கடைக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவ? எதுவும் ஆடர் பாடர் நடத்துவாங்களா? இல்ல சும்மா சாமி கும்பிட்டு வந்துருவாங்களா? ம். 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 ஒரு கடைக்கு 5, 6 நாளா? ம். 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 ம்ஹ்ஹ்ம். ம். ம். சொல்லுமா? நல்லா இருக்கியா? சாப்பிட்டேன்மா. நீ சாப்பிட்டியா? என்ன சாப்பாடு? ம். 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 குடுத்துற வேண்டியதானே? ம். 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 நீ வேலைக்கு போணுமா? இல்ல வேலையில இருந்து 2 வாரத்துக்கு மேல 2 வாரத்துக்கு மேல ஆச்சுமா? இப்ப மூவ் பண்ணிட்டு பிரேக் பண்ணி அடிச்சேன். இல்ல, இல்ல. என்னம்மா? ம். 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 அடிச்சு பேசணும், அடிச்சு பேசணும். ம். 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 என்னம்மா? சாப்பாடா? சாப்பாடு எதுவும் பண்ணல நான். இனிமே தான் ஏதாவது பண்ணணும். ம். பண்ணணும், பண்ணணும். அத பாத்துடலாங்க. இப்ப நான் அண்ணா அத அடிச்சானா? ம். 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 இன்னொரு ஃப்ளெக்ஸ் ஏதோ வச்சிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு பாக்குறேன். இன்னொரு ஃப்ளெக்ஸ் இந்த தீபக்கு என் போட்டா, கண்டீர் விக்கி போட்டா, தீபன் போட்டா. ம்ஹ்ஹ்ம். ம். 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 கண்டீர் விக்கி போட்டா. ம். வெளில வந்து காசு போட்டு விட்டு அடிச்சு அங்க அவங்ககிட்ட மாத்த விடுவாங்க. ம். 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 அது இன்னொரு காலேஜ்ல எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா அதான் எல்லாம் அடிக்கிறாங்க. நானே அடிக்கிற ஐடியால நம்மளும் சொல்லலாம் அடிக்கிறோம். நானே வந்து நான் பார்த்துட்டு ஆனா எல்லாரும் அடிக்கிறது. ம். 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 ஆமா. ம், ம், ம். ம், 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 ம். அவருக்கு ஒரு ரூ. 40 பாத்துட்டு போட்டு கணக்கு ஞாபகத்துலாம் இல்ல. அவர் சொல்றேன் பொண்ணோட அண்ணன் குடுக்க வேண்டியதான் அவர் ஒரு வட்டி கட்டிக்கிட்டுல இருக்காரு. சும்மா உட்கார்ந்தா போடுவாங்க. நமக்கு கடன் வாங்கிட்டு ஒரு வட்டி கட்டி அவருக்கும் கஷ்டம் தானே. நான் வெளில சொந்தமா சம்பாதிச்சா அவருக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி குடுத்தரணும். அதான் அனுப்புறது கொஞ்சம் ஒரு ஒரு அமௌண்ட் அங்க இருக்கிறது அப்படின்னா ஒரு வாரம் சொல்லுங்க அவருக்கு அவருக்கு கணக்கு டெஸ்ட் அனுப்புறதா விட்டா. ம். ம்.